took the Disney train from Mayama station because I didn't remember how close the station was to the park. It's actually only 5 minutes by walk, so there was no need to ride the train at all. After getting my bag checked for security reasons at the gate, I headed straight into the park. Tokyo Disneyland has 7 different areas in total, and the first area that I visited was Tomorrowland because most of the popular attractions are located there. After getting the fast pass for Monster Inc., I headed to Star Tours. This attraction is a 3D ride that takes you on a journey into the space, and the ship that you ride will engage in combat with several enemies. It was a weekday, so I had to wait for only 40 to 50 minutes. What I really love about Disney is that the decoration inside the waiting hall is always on point and makes the waiting time much more exciting. When it's my turn to get inside, I just had to pick up the 3D glasses, listen to the instruction video, find a seat to sit down, fasten the seatbelt, and enjoy the show. There are a lot of shows every day in Disneyland, and you have to participate in the lottery to get a ticket. The lottery is located at the Tomorrowland Hall, and I tried to get tickets for 2 shows from this machine. I had to choose the time slot, the number of people, scan the ticket before starting. However, I was very unlucky, so I wasn't able to get any ticket. One of the shows that I wanted to watch was One Man's Dream, and if you line up in advance, you don't need a lottery ticket to get inside. That's why I decided to line up. I didn't have any breakfast, so I was just eating popcorn and drinking Coke to feel less hungry while waiting for the show. Finally, it's time to go inside and we can sit wherever we want. The show was about 30 minutes, and here's a part of the show. The show ended around the same time when I could get a new Fast Pass, and I got the pass for Buzz Lightyear's attraction. Fast Pass can be issued once in every 2 hours, so if you plan it well, you'll be able to do a lot of things in one day thanks to this pass. Now I'm going through Fantasyland and heading to Glitter Country area. The next attraction that I went to was Splash Mountain because the waiting time was only around 40 to 50 minutes, which was not too long. It was quite dark inside, so I cannot show much to you guys, but overall it was a really nice ride and I really enjoyed it. Riding this water coaster was very fun and refreshing at the same time. There was a 45-degree drop down, and that moment would be captured in a photo like this. You can buy this photo at the souvenir shop. In Disneyland, you'll run into various characters all the time, and I randomly saw these rabbits. They were so cute, so I stayed to watch them for a while and also took several photos with them. By the way, there are a lot of shops everywhere in Disneyland where you can buy special merch. I have never bought anything from Disney, so this time I really wanted to buy a hat. However, I was too hungry and I had no energy to do shopping, so I just went to have lunch at a restaurant called Camp Woodchuck. It was the closest place to where I was, but it turned out to be a great choice because the food that I got was so delicious. One of the most popular food there was waffle sandwich, and the taste was amazing. I also got smoked turkey legs and Mickey churros. As you can see, I'm eating outside, but actually there are plenty of places for you to sit down and eat properly inside the building next to this restaurant, but I just didn't know that. After I finished my lunch, it was time to go back to Monster Inc. and I got the Fast Pass in the morning, so I was able to get inside right away. It was my first time to try this, and I have to say that it was one of the best attractions in Tokyo Disneyland. You will ride a small car and have to use a flashlight to aim at the monsters along the way. It was really beautiful inside and extremely fun as well. After Monster Inc., I had some free time, so I just went to several other shops to find a hat again. All of them looked so good, so it was really hard to choose just one. My next destination was Buzz Lightyear, and I also got Fast Pass for this earlier. Again, the interior design was amazing and it really made me feel like I was in Toy Story. This attraction was quite similar to Monster Inc. in the way that you also ride a car and have a small gun to shoot along the way. However, Monster Inc. was so much better because this one was a bit confusing and I really didn't know what I was shooting at, so I just kind of gave up in the middle of the attraction. There was a small screen in front of the seat so you can check how many points that you have scored. My score was of course horrible because I wasn't sure what I was doing either. One of my most favorite Disney cartoons is Lilo and Stitch, and I wonder if any of you guys also love this cartoon. My favorite quotation from this cartoon is Ohana means family, and family means that no one is left behind. Anyway, that is why I really wanted to try this attraction called Stitch Encounter. I had to wait for quite some time and didn't really know what it was until I got inside. So basically, you would sit in a room with many other people and Stitch will appear on the screen and talk to the audience. It was really interesting, but only if you understand Japanese because everything was in Japanese. This time I found a perfect place for taking photos in Disneyland, which is right in front of the castle. There were a lot of people sitting on the ground to rest or to take photos, and the photos all turned out to be beautiful, so I really recommend this photo spot. After that, I headed back to Fantasyland, and I really love this area because it's so lively and colorful. In this area, there are many attractions, and normally you don't have to wait for a long time to get into these attractions. Most of them don't have a fast pass system either. The reason why I came here was that I wanted to see the water-based ride called It's a Small World. This isn't a new ride, but it was renovated recently and I heard it became so much better. You will ride a boat that goes around, and on two sides you will see children singing and dancing, and all of them wear costumes from many different parts of the world. When I got inside, I could see that the attraction totally changed after the renovation. It became so much more beautiful and all of the characters are both cute and lively. I couldn't stop looking around me and I was totally amazed at whatever I saw. In the past, the characters were not related to Disney, but now you can spot many Disney characters in this attraction, which I believe is a great improvement. I will show you a part of this ride, but if you wanna see the full ride, I believe you can find some YouTube videos uploaded by other people. As you can see, this attraction is really worth seeing. I'm sorry and you may wonder why I am eating so much, but I'm just gonna eat again. I'm not sure what this is, but I really wanted to try and there were 2 flavors, so we got one each. It was like ice cream and it was really tasty. I actually had to leave Disneyland early because we had something else that we had to do. Before leaving, I went to see Toontown, and despite the fact that it's not my first time in Disneyland, I had never been here before. This area made me feel like I was in a Disney movie because I was able to see almost all of the most famous Disney characters here. As I was heading out of Disneyland, it was getting darker and the lights inside the park started to be turned on. I also ran into an illumination close to the entrance of the park. Anyway, that was everything I did in one day in Tokyo Disneyland, and this video is quite long, but I hope you guys enjoy every moment with me. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification to see more videos about life and travel in Japan. If you like this video, please also leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!